Well, hello and welcome to another episode of Snake River Junction. In this episode, I'll be working on a Italian-made Santa Fe diesel locomotive. The train I'm working on is a Lima FP45 Santa Fe locomotive in the red and silver paint scheme. The shell is held on to the chassis by 4 tabs. Using a screwdriver, you can get underneath the shell and give it a little twist to release it from the clip. Once the shell was off, I discovered that the motor wire had come loose. In order to get the motor truck assembly out, you remove the 2 screws holding the plate in place. After that, the motor and truck assembly can be pushed up on an angle through the chassis. I cleaned all the parts with isopropyl alcohol. Taking the 2 screws off the plate in order to get to the commutator. Be careful not to lose the springs and the brushes when taking the plate off. I use a fiberglass scratch pen to clean the commutator. Also use the toothpick to clean in between the grooves. Reinstall the springs and the brushes. Using the commutator, I compress the brush and the springs together and carefully attached it to the other half of the motor. And then reinstall the screws. Slipping the motor back into the chassis. After that, reattaching the bottom plate to the truck assembly. To help with the trucks to swivel better, I added a little high temperature bearing grease. I also added to the gears. I tinned and resoldered the wire back onto the motor. To remove the front truck, Use a screwdriver to get the clip off the pin. Remove the plastic plate on the trucks with your screwdriver. After that, you'll have access to the wheels and the contact copper plate. Be careful not to lose the pin and the spring. I cleaned the copper contact plate with a fiberglass scratch pen. I also used it on the wheels. Once everything was cleaned, I held the pin down and reinstalled the wheels in the proper place, then snapped on the plastic bottom clip. Reattach the front truck back onto the chassis. After putting the shell back on, I noticed that the rear truck needed 2 traction tires. To put the traction tire on, hold one end with your finger. Carefully use a tweezer to stretch it around the wheel until it fits in the groove. Reattach the bottom plate again, and then snapped on the shell. And I can finally say it was back together again. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.